Hey, welcome guys to another episode of Dive into Real Estate Investing for Newbies podcast. Thanks everyone for tuning in. For those who hadn't subscribed, look, we come out every Monday with these podcasts. We're on Spotify, iTunes, Stitchers. We're on some other couple of platforms. I even have them on my Facebook page, King of Short Sales. Also on my IG, you can watch on King of Short Sales. So today, particularly I will be talking about a list or several lists that I use, 7 lists that I use, uh, whether it's real estate marketing, wholesaling, or marketing. Period. I think you need, and a lot of my students they ask me about different lists that they target. So many people are going after one particular list, and you have to have in this business you have to have multiple lists or multiple marketing channels that you need to use. So I have 7 lists that I just want to talk about. There are several other lists that I use, but I just wanted to talk about some just 7 simple lists that I use. So first, I want to talk about we as real estate investors, or even if you're not a real estate investor, as a real estate agent, as a real estate uh, developer or whatever, you are really a marketer first. You are a marketer first. um, with anything, you market your business. If you're not marketing, you're not bringing in leads. Whether you're marketing for land, whether you're marketing for deals, rehabs, buy and hold, if you're not consistently have a good marketing machine, then you're losing deals. The second thing is we are problem solvers. We solve problems. The reason why you may make profit or you get deals done because you're a problem solver. You take people who have problems with their homes, their situations, and you solve their problem. And after that, you become a real estate investor. You're able to close on these deals. You're able to make some money, and then you move on to be becoming a real estate investor, which ultimately that's where you want to be. Whether you're taking that money to invest it, to buy and hold, you're taking that money to rehab, or you may be taking that money to be a lender or whatever you want to do to monetize on your income. So I want to talk about as far as with the marketing. So there's short-term list, there's long-term list. So with the short-term list, this is the list that you're dealing with people that are not where actually these people are motivated. Now, most of y'all know I go after pre-foreclosures and everything like that. I would not suggest anybody who's first getting into real estate to go after to pre-foreclose because they take long. Um, if you don't know how to do them, they could take long. If you don't know what you're doing and dealing with the homeowners and banks, I wouldn't suggest going after those lists, even though those people are motivated. But if you're trying to make money now, the list I will go after is probate. Reason for probates is, of course, those are people who have inherited a particular property from someone who has passed away. Some people, sometimes it's a problem property that they don't want to deal with. They may be staying out of state and they got this property in another state. So they're looking for a way to get rid of it. So probate will be one. The other one would be code violations, or properties that are condemned. Every city actually has them, condemned properties. Those are some good. With code violations, code violations. You got people that half of these properties are boarded up. The city have uh, put them on their list. They need a lot of work to them done to them. So those are a good list. Another list is tax delinquents. Tax delinquents are good. A lot of people are behind on their taxes. You can easily get this information in the papers or going to your local courthouse, or you got data uh, companies that can pull this list for you. Another list we are going after is water shutoffs. People who are getting their water cut off. So most of these people who get their water cut off, that the house is probably vacant. So those are some good lists to go after. So the other lists are, these are long-term lists. Now, with wholesaling, a lot of people are going after absentees. They're going after um, vacants. So let's talk about absentees first. The reason why for absentee is because this owner, they is not occupied. Now they may have a tenant in it, but this homeowner may stay out of state, which is a good thing. So with an absentee, most of these homes, most of these homeowners, they may not be motivated at first. They may just be holding on to it because they own it free and clear, but they still may be paying something on it as far as the taxes. So these are long-term properties that you would have to build relationships with over time. That's where you got follow up and everything like that. So the from the absentee, and then you go to the vacant ones. Now, vacant properties, you may see them when you're driving around in your area, in other cities, or wherever you at. They may be boarded up, vacant properties. So these properties are still maybe properties that homeowners are just holding on to. And they may have been contacted by other people, but you'll be surprised if you're consistent with your marketing that your marketing piece may be the piece that just get their attention and they may just be ready to motivate to sell at that time. So really um don't really take yourself out the game just because you may see a property and you may think that somebody else is actually marketing to that lead, so continue to market. That's why I say marketing is so important. So the other list is for sale by owner, FISBOs. So FISBOs are important because uh, and you can go on Zillow for these. With FISBOs, for sale by owners, these people, they some people, being as a real estate agent, reaching out to people who are for sale by owners. I'm not saying that they don't know what they're doing, but a lot of for sale by owners, they don't have it listed right. The properties is on the market for a long time, and they're trying to figure out what they can do to actually get their property. So, and they may have been reached out by real estate agents to list their properties. But when you get somebody that to reach out to them to offer them a cash offer or some type of offer on their property, then that's different. Then you don't have real estate agents involved. So these are kind of long-term lists that possibly you could work. So those are the 7 lists. There are more lists that I go after, but those are 7 lists that I would actually recommend going after. And of course, that is the short-term list with the probates, code violations, water shutoffs, tax delinquents. The long-term list is absentee, vacant, and a for sale by owners. Now, once you get these lists, to be honest, I like to stack my list. I even put my pre-foreclosures in there. I stack my list up and I just mark it. I send those out because you want multiple motivations out of each seller, out of these homeowners. You have to have multiple motivation. You can't just go after one particular list. You have to go after multiple lists. That's the only way really you can get consistent leads coming in. So I hope that helped. And for those who are looking for a wholesaling course, something that's simple, not that doesn't cost a lot, I do have a wholesaling course. I don't talk about it a lot, to be honest with you. And it's not because I don't want people to know. A lot of people know what I'm doing. I even got a short sale course. I got a surplus funds course. And but I do have a wholesaling course. It's called Simple to Wholesale 101. And I'll have it in the link below. But it's just a basic wholesaling course that just tell you how to get started. Doesn't cost that much. And I usually, whoever buys it, I try to give them some free leads in their area just to try to help them out. So look, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. I have some guests coming up the next following weeks, and I'm excited about having on the show. some guys that's crushing it, some males and females that's crushing it. So please stay tuned. And again, thanks for tuning in. See you on the next podcast. Peace.